Yeah. What? Hot. All right. Today we're going to be talking about how this country became this country, not because of religion or believing in God. That's not true. And we're going to talk about that today. And everything started with the Freemasons. Just leave it, buddy. Just leave it. So, so what exactly? Yeah, yeah, buddy. What exactly means a Freemason? People say, "Oh, they were just builders." We have to actually go at that time what religion was ruling. You know, Amanda, Nicole, hi. Okay. Oh, hi. How are you? Doing good? How are you guys doing? So, so Sunday, right? Good. Okay. Nice. What is that transmission about? I says, well, today because it's Sunday, we're gonna be talking about how this country, America, became so great, not because of God or religion. And I know people are gonna get uncomfortable and probably gonna be talking to myself. It don't matter. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about Sunday, the pagan day. Right? I'm going to my bad. I'm going to my bad. What is this transmission about? Precious. Okay. I know. Well, the reason I'm saying all this is because I don't watch the news a lot, but we all kind of know some way, somehow, what's going on with the world, with this president in office and all this government, all these things happening. And how can we just keep our mind and our character straight, right? Based on how we're supposed to be still acting and if is really God the answer, you know? Is it really God the answer? Or is it just an excuse? Uh, something that we just think it might work, but it doesn't. All right. So I have my son here. He's being a troublemaker. Come on, Coin, please. And so who were Freemasons? I'm new. Okay, you're new. That is R1. Hi, welcome to my channel. So I'm not a gamer. A lot of people come to this channel thinking I'm a gamer. I'm not. I don't play games. I mean, video games or whatever. There's so much to do in real life that I don't have time for that. But hey, I understand people get they can get monetized for playing games. Hey, good luck. Good for you, right? I'm just opening my channel because a lot of people are new. I'm an ex-convict. I did federal time, 9 years. I'm not boasting or glorifying prison, but I'm just here to share, stories and experiences to people who are going through some struggle or challenge, and they don't know where to start, what to do. And there's always more than hope. Okay, there's results that you can have when you don't panic and you stop for a second, introspect, and say, okay, I don't like this. I want this. I don't want this. And then you bring order to your life full of chaos. And it's so easy, right? You don't have to be bouncing around or running around like chicken with no head because panicking is real. It has happened to me, happened to everybody. When you just out of breath, breathing too hard, it's just impossible to think right? You have a foggy mind. You cannot keep priorities straight. So, yeah, I'm brand new to my channel and I talk about a lot of stuff. Sometimes I engage with people, have questions. People disagree, people agree, and it's okay. We all have our own brain. Use it. Somebody will use it for you. And other than that, man, I just wanna, I just wanna make it. I wanna be clear, because I do this with my own family too. So I don't believe this country was founded on religious beliefs. No, not at all. Not at all. One of my favorite people, it's on the $100 bill, Benjamin Franklin. He was a Freemason. So people think Freemasons were only builders and they just were around building houses. No, they were more than builders. They were architects. They were engineers at that time, right? And the reason why they were building houses, they think, oh, they're just like construction workers. They were not construction workers, because at that time there was a religion, you know, who was being dictated to people. It was the Catholic Church at that time, Christian, Catholic, Orthodox, that they want everybody to be part of that. And these people had to figure out a way how to speak with each other without the Pope and all this fucking gardens found out, right? They will have to keep it secret. That's why it became like, oh, it's a secret society, it's a fraternity. Yeah, because it started because they were trying to save their ass. They were trying to save their lives from all these people who are like trying to take them to prison or kill them because they were not following the religion. So these people became powerful because they knew how to operate in secrecy. And secrecy doesn't mean it's devilish or evilish. It's very smart, you know. And this country needs to go. We have to go back to the basics. That it sounds very selfish. We don't need God. Okay, if we need God, it will be kind of like an inspiration to follow Him. Okay, as a as the architect of the universe, as the supreme being, we want to emulate. We want to imitate, right? His knowledge. That doesn't mean we worship Him. We don't. We shouldn't. Okay, this country needs to go back, not go back, but needs to understand that since the beginning, it was not God who blessed this country. It wasn't. It wasn't. Because we already come to this world with a brain, right? We come with a brain and with our own inner gifts. And when we worship something outside from ourselves, we're just giving our gifts, our energy, our intelligence, and we don't go nowhere, you know. So you might say, so why is it religion still dominates? Yeah, you know, it still dominates because they know how to operate. It's a business for them, it's a network, and at the end of the day, they don't even worship God, you know. They know that. But at the end of the day, I love my country, and I see where how many flaws has been detected. Not only me, I speak with a lot of people. In the future, I'm gonna start bringing, you know, a few guests, a few, you know, people that have their own opinion to share, so we can start engaging with people and have a different perspective. But at the end of the day, it's a right, it's a privilege that the Constitution gives to people to worship any God, you know. So I think that's a powerful thing because at the end of the day, what makes a powerful country is not who they worship. You know, you want to be technical, you want to be, it's technology. You know? It's based how much sophisticated technology you have. That's how a powerful country you're going to become, and you are. You know, and I know oil and resources is just the upfront. It's just like a superficial level of understanding uh, countries. Oh, they go to war because of the oil, because of political issues. No, it's not. I said it before. Technology, technology is the basic, the foundation of today's country in this world. You know, it is what it is. There's certain technology that hasn't been exposed, and it's only exposed and used when they have to use it. You know, with another overseas with another country, and that's what it is. And is it technology created by man? Of course not. It's not. Technology was brought from another galaxy, from another people. What's up, buddy? You okay? You too have reptilian DNA. We all do. We all do have alien DNA, buddy. And it's a good thing. Okay, so yeah. So there's a lot of people who donated, right? Their sperm to make us. And like I mentioned in another video. So yeah, but today we're gonna focus just on religion. It's not it's not gonna help this country succeed. It's gonna help the corporations succeed more. People who are already in power, right? As they know all this is just all this is just fake stuff. You know, you know. I don't know. People are gonna have to understand that to worship a man, to worship something outside yourself, it's really bad. Mm. It's really bad, you know. But it's scary. To get to think for yourself is scary, you know, especially because you don't know where to start. You know, it's very intimidating. Like, man, I have most of the answers within me. What are they? Right? And you will never know until you apply them, right? But then, oh, what about if I fail? Well, failure is just succeeding, but on the other side of the coin. Okay, it's just a coin. Same quarter, you know, tails or heads, still has the same value. So that's how you treat failure. Okay, it's just the other side of the same coin. It's the other face of the same coin. That's it. All you just have to do is just toss it, flip it again. You know? What's up, buddy? Why are you looking at me like that, huh? Huh? Watch out. Don't fall. Hmm? You don't like what I'm saying either? You believe in God? You do? But yeah. But yeah, man. I'm just here sharing because it's not for everyone. It's for somebody. And I pretty know that there's always somebody who's gonna take a message, not even from me, for anybody. And once you start thinking for yourself, this is when the real power starts kicking in, man. This is when you bring back your authority, right? I I remember the comments when people say, "How do you I bring back my authority?" Well, there's a word that can help you in anything you do with everything you are and whoever you are around. It's who, right? You're in a circumstances situation that you don't like. It's discomfortable. It's horrible. It's just like painful. Okay, instead of saying, "Why am I in this? Why is a victim mentality?" You're never gonna get out of that bubble with why. You always want to go to the source of things. Okay, the source. Who? Hmm? Who created this problem? Hmm? You will see that it's not as easy or impossible to detect because now you're not why. Now you're going to the source of things. You're going to the root of a problem. Hmm? You're grabbing that plant from the stem and taking it off from the roots because you're going to the source of things, right? Like I was talking about the Freemasons, and this country doesn't need God, okay? And then you have to ask, like, okay, what is this country? Who founded this country? Then you go back and you start reading or you start listening to people, and then you have to make your own conclusions. Huh? Oh, somebody said this is the answer. Who said that? Hmm? Who? Okay? You always need to question by saying who. Who will always bring your authority, man? And a lot of people think like I don't have authority. Yes, you do. You don't have to have a uniform. You don't have to have a badge to have your own authority, right? At the end of the day, we're all human beings, flesh and bones. But what makes you superior and less than others is how you utilize your brain. Okay? People don't think they don't have a brain. People think because they go through a failure, they think that well, I can't come back no more. No, yes, you can. Because you need to go back. Who did this? Oh, I did this to myself. Okay, don't blame nobody. Mm. Oh, you need to read this. Who? Who said that? You need to dress like this. Who? Mm. You need to listen to this music. Who said this? Who's singing that song? Okay, who invented this? You'll be surprised, man. With this word, you can come to many conclusions and answers that you will be experiencing living real freedom. You know, it took me so many years to figure this out, but I did, and it feels very great. And it's not doesn't mean that you have your shit together. You know, that's not what it means. In my own personal opinion, in life, it's not if you have your shit together. You know, and in my personal life, if you have your mind, your body, your brain, your physical body together, connected, working as one. That's what my priority. You can lose everything, but can you afford losing your mind? Can you afford just giving up on your body? No, you can't. Right? So I think it's very good. This is what I teach my children too, and I'm open to new questions and to new uh, perspectives. I'm always open to that. I like conversation. I like listening to people, you know. But I just don't agree when people. The answer is Jesus. Jesus is King. You know? Oh, the answer is Allah. The answer is a religion. You know? Religion is the answer to network, to find a mate, to go talk to people. You know, but that's the very worst place to find God because God is it's not there, right? And and my message is not about love or hate. I always try to keep a neutral path, a neutral trail, you know, because I'm not trying to convince nothing. I'm just, like I said, sharing my stories. Mhm. I have my kids sometimes here, sometimes they're in the park, sometimes I'm out there too. But yeah, I'm gonna be speaking until I die, and that's what spiritual means actually. You know, comes from the root Latin word, you know, respire is to breathe, you know. So we're all spiritual. Mhm. It's not a decision. They all want to be spiritual. No, that decision was already made when you came out of the womb, and now you're breathing in a physical body. So you're a spiritual being. Okay, spiritual means a flow. It's going upward and downward. Right, all that energy can flow through you. Mhm. You don't need intercessors. You don't need a pastor. You don't need a prophet. You don't need none of this garbage, nonsense. Right? You don't. And you need yourself. Mm. But that's vague. You need yourself. Okay. Can you explain a little bit more, Alex? Yes. You have a brain that you don't see, but you have it inside. Okay. We didn't know that. We didn't know that. You're okay, buddy. Okay. Just like medicine, the doctors feel they start doing experiments on people, not because they were evil. They were trying to see like what's going on. Right. We don't see our organs, but we really are alive because of our organs are working together. So see, when you start underestimating your own body, your own physical life, this is when you start giving your power away. You have to bring your power back, not because somebody has it, it's because you're giving it away with your own choices and your own perspective, thinking that you're not already a truth. All right. What's up, brother? Thank you, brother. Here we are, making stuff possible. My brother Carlos, you know, makes some lyrics, you know, he makes a lot of rappers and a lot of reggaetoneros look bad, actually, you know. Yeah, he's going up just like foam, but better, But yeah, that's what I was just sharing, guys. That as an individual, we need to start with ourselves, and then you create a ripple effect. I always repeat the same thing. It's always my message, always my message that don't give your authority the power away. Okay, don't get so angry right away. You know, don't be so quick to respond to something. You need to check it out. You need to be aware of what's going on. You know, but yeah, like I said, this it's a lot of stuff about religion that we need. We need a God in our lives, and we keep forgetting that we are already divine in itself, right? And it's not that you rejecting a God, because at the end of the day, we got here by somebody, someone, right? But in life, there's no script. This is why I always be against religion, not against religion because it doesn't work for other things. It's because it doesn't work to find yourself. That's why I'm against religion. You know, you don't need another man to tell you that you're a divine being. Of course, as a warrior, you're gonna find another warrior, but he's gonna sit down and share his stories, share his knowledge. Okay, because I believe that a lot of people go old. A lot of people I've met, a lot of grumpy old people and young people. They're grumpy, they're old, there are a lot of ex-military, a lot of doctors, all backgrounds. I met a lot of people from all walks of life. And a lot of times they're bitter and angry is because they have so much knowledge and they don't want to share it. Okay. And I have a saying, knowledge not shared becomes poison to the self. And I understand you just don't want to share your knowledge with any dummy. I understand. Sometimes you are at work at a gathering and you just want to talk and people just want to talk small talk, right? And I get it. There's time for small talk sometimes, but there's more time for real talk, you know, the talk that you need to walk, right? And I have a lot of comments, a lot of people that tell me that they're moody, they're bipolar, they're unhealthy, and I don't have a quick answer to tell them. But my first thing is like, okay, I want to get to know you. Like, okay, I'm gonna be very straightforward on this one. You guys want something, something shortcut, right? People say I don't believe in shortcuts. Well, if you don't believe in shortcuts, why do you take the highway then when you want to go somewhere? Why do you take a bridge if you don't believe in shortcuts, right? So is there a shortcut for everything? Not for everything, but shortcuts doesn't mean that you're being lazy or you're just cheating. It's not true. Otherwise, we wouldn't have engineers, architects creating bridges, right, to make the traffic less, and so you can get to point A from A to B faster, right? You shouldn't have airplanes, right? But whatever you're doing, whatever you did for the last 72 hours, I'm gonna repeat this again. Whatever you were doing, whatever you did within 72 hours, for the last 72 hours, that's really who you are. All right. So if you don't like who you are, if you don't like what you're becoming, you need to pay attention for the last 72 hours to be to have a different analogy. What have you done for the last 3 days? Okay. There's 24 hours in a day. All right. 48 hours in 2 days, 72 hours in three. There's your answer. Okay. It's very quick, man, guys. I love this planet. I love this world. So I want to give you guys gems that work for me, work for other people. I can guarantee you they're not here with me. Mm. We will have talks about this for hours, man. When you're incarcerated, the only thing you have is conversation. And it gets to the point that you just stop faking and stop having little small talks and you start saying real stuff that matters. All right. So whatever you're doing for the last 3 days, always go back. Okay. That's who you are. Okay. If you say, I like this, I want this, but you were not doing none of that for the last 72 hours, and it doesn't mean you're going to be doing that for 72 hours straight. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you like soccer, if you like boxing, if you like to ride, if you like to play music, if you like to work, whatever you do, you were not doing it. All right. Or you didn't try to do it in the period of 3 days, then you're just fooling yourself. And that's the last thing you want to do, fool yourself. Okay. You want to be straight up with you. And if you're starting for zero, just like I had a gentleman last time, he said, Alex, I'm a little chunky, man. I really don't know where to start. And should I just be just eating less? Should I just start like taking like a meal with 200 calories? Like, bro, like I cannot tell you that because I don't know where those calories coming from, right? People must say, oh, calories are calories. No, they're not. It depends where you are, but no, no. Calories from a chicken breast are not the same calories from a sneaker. It's not. It's empty calories. It's just gonna do. And sometimes your body. Sorry, I was having an income call, but yeah. So we need to start first with one thing. Okay, before exercising, you need to know what you're eating. Okay, because you can be exercising, killing yourself at the gym or at home, and you don't know how to pay attention to your macros. You don't know how to pay attention to your proteins, your carbohydrates, none of that. So then at the end of the day, you're just like working out for your intake of calories, and it's just a rat race. You know, it's just and you don't want that. You want to feel good. When you work out, you have energy. It's so crazy, man. I work, right? I come from work and I'm tired. And I still go hit the gym. I still go hit the weights or whatever I would need to do, burpees, jump rope. And guess what? I just get energy, you know? So sometimes your mind, your brain is going to tell you, no, bro, it's not. But you still have to do it. And it sounds contradictory, but it's not, But yeah, like I said, it's everything starts with you, man. Everything starts with you. We have to bring our power back, our authority back, and stop reacting to everything that it's in front of us. You know? And I'm gonna, guys, leave you with this. Remember, whatever you did for the past 72 hours, that's who you're becoming. Never forget that, guys. I love you guys. I want you guys to succeed in any way possible. Whatever you guys doing, whatever you guys did for the last 72 hours, that's who you're becoming. Love you guys.